Here we go. Here we go. This is what everyone wanted to see. My honest opinion on Steel City Interactive's Undisputed. How I feel about the game, what I think can be changed about the game at its current state. Okay? Now I gotta be completely honest with you guys. I am not holding back anything. I'm not going to hold my tongue or not say something because I'm like in cahoots with Undisputed. I have no ties to them, no contract ties or nothing like that. I do want to say I do appreciate them for giving me the game for free, and I was able to download it a little bit early, like 30 minutes before it actually dropped, so I didn't have to wait. But that doesn't stop me from being a consumer, and that doesn't stop me from being able to give an honest review of the current state of the game. All right, they've done a few updates now, so I think it's fair enough to say, we can definitely do some type of criticism about the game currently. So I want to talk about some key things that and some things that can be changed, bro. My biggest issues right now, as I've stated a lot on Twitter, stamina, damage. Right now, stamina, I feel like a lot of guys are throwing a lot of strikes. And don't get me wrong, a lot of strikes can be thrown. But they're throwing a whole lot of hooks, uppercuts, and things that take much more stamina to throw than just simple jabs, okay? And this is going all the way up to the heavyweights. I mean, we're seeing people throw 1,100 punches, 1,200 punches, 1,300 punches, and they're not gassing out. And if they do happen to gas out, it happens in the 11th round. And then by then, they're chilling. And then they go loose footwork with no stamina, and they're out of there. So those two things tying together. But honestly, right now, stamina right now is a huge problem. Stamina is the reason why spammers are just going crazy. And another reason why spammers are going crazy is because of damage, and that also ties into counter damage. I'll put both of those together. Damage in this game right now is ridiculous, honestly. And I'm going to tell you why, with how the game is, meant to be played, why it's ridiculous. The rocks happen very off, like the single shot rocks without having to get like the left side of their head all the way to 0 health. It's pretty rare, even off a counter. So because of that, a lot of people eat a lot of punches. On top of that, it's kind of flawed. So basically, let's say you're punching my left side of my head, right? Now, if you go get my health on my left side of my head all the way to like a tick, and then you start punching this side, you will never get a rock. So it makes it very weird to even rock somebody with just comboing up. Like you can go boom, 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 hit them with the nastiest combo. I'm talking about rear uppercut, lead hook, cross, and then a lead uppercut. That something like that. Just a nasty power punch combination type thing. And they won't get rocked because everything ties, in my opinion, right now to same side damage. So what does that do? That advocates spammers to go hook, 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 4 of them in a row, and they rock you. So you get more rocks and you get more knockouts by being a spammer than you do actually doing legit boxing. Now don't get me wrong, some people in real life just spam strikes and they get knockouts. But the problem is, we're not getting knockouts as being legit players as often as the people just spamming. So, as some females would say, the math ain't mathing. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, I think counters is a really big thing to spammers. They're not. It's easy to be a spammer and it's easy to consistently spam if you're never worried about counters because they don't really do the damage that they need to do. When I'm playing somebody and I get off 120 counters in a match and I don't get a single rock, that's crazy to me. That's actually insane. And the guy rocks me or he gets my health low by going Canelo Alvarez or Sugar Ray Robinson and throwing hook, 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 and I get rocked or I get dropped. Ridiculous. So right now, I think intercepting shots need to do more damage, especially against spammers. If they're spamming something and they get caught mid combo, I think even if it does some type of counter damage right now, I just think the counter damage needs to be higher. But that also ties, because they've buffed counter strike damage, but that ties into overall damage and health. I'm not really sure why exactly these things have not been addressed more heavily, but stamina damage, my biggest issues right now. Now, something else, and something y'all probably don't notice, is punch range. King Juice was a big advocate of this. Some fighters have range beyond this world. Some fighters' hooks are the same range as your jabs. When hooks are like more, this type of thing. But there are people like Canelo that has a long hook, right? He has that long hook animation. But there's fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson that have everything feels like is a long animation. Sugar Ray Robinson hooks, Sugar Ray Robinson uppercuts to the body especially. Sugar Ray Robinson lead body uppercut range is ridiculous. So it's like not only does it track you, but it also gets you from a good amount of distance. So you can't even like sidestep it, backstep it. It's going to catch you. So that's a big issue in my opinion with the strikes and them having proper range. It was something that was like that in EA Sports UFC 3. I think it was fixed in 4. Its punches had certain ranges. Your hook ranges were different from your cross or your jab ranges, but also with Undisputed having a whole lot of different animations, some people hooks are going to be able to be a bit longer. I respect that. But nobody should be reaching, and sometimes you're getting hit by hooks that aren't really hitting you. So that's a really big issue as well. Another one is desync. That's probably one of the biggest issues. Desync and strikes landing quote unquote ghost punches. It's pretty ridiculous, and it happens a lot when the connection is bad. If you got that one bar connection, the desync is all over the place. Shots that you think landed did not land. Shots that you think did not land, they landed on you, or they landed on your opponent. Really big issue. I think that's pretty game breaking, honestly, and it shouldn't happen. So, and also I feel like that's one of the biggest things that should have been addressed in patches early and quick. But I'm not sure how those problems get resolved. I'm not no game engineer or nothing like that, so I wouldn't know, right? But I do think that's kind of like priority number one when it comes to this game. Another thing with the desync, if the connection is one bar, if it is at one red bar, and this has been since the game dropped, you and your opponent's stamina will drop extremely fast, and your health will drop extremely fast. And if this has happened to you, and you like, why is my health? It's because you're probably on one bar and desynced, and it's just a mess, and it's just a glitch, and your stamina and your health go down extremely fast, even when you're not even throwing punches really. Like you're throwing 20-30 punches in a round and you're getting drained. That is a glitch, and I feel that is something that needs to be addressed immediately. All right. Another issue in my opinion is the health. So we all know each side of the face, the middle, this side, right? The left, right, and the middle all have their own separate health. But my question is, how does that tie into the health bar that you see at the end of the round where you get a percentage of that back? What exactly is that health bar, and how does that tie into possibly getting rocks or flash knockouts? I don't think that was ever explained by the devs. I definitely think the devs could have done a little bit better on tutorials, early game tutorials, or even explaining exactly how things work. I did ask Ragzilla. Really, I asked because I'm in a creators chat Discord with them. I asked him, how does the flash KOs work? And it was explained punches got to land flush, but at this current state of the game, I feel like I land a lot of punches flush. Like, let's just say, well, he said critical zones, and critical zones are like your chin. I mean, you got your temple, which is a critical zone. I mean, even your bridge of your nose is a critical zone in boxing, or really just martial arts, period, right? But, I mean, I done cracked people with a lot of left hooks with Ryan Garcia, and I feel like they landed flush, and I ain't got nothing for them. So, I'm not really sure exactly how that works, but I think that kind of sums it up here with all my issues in the game. My main ones. and other ones. Also, something that has yet to be fixed. I want to say this. Fainting in the game you can actually feint in the game. But right now, if you feint a strike, it will count as an actual strike, which will hurt your efficiency and will hurt you on the judges' scorecards. If that has been fixed, I will shut up. But from what I understand right now, today, and this video is being recorded today and uploaded today. We're at the 19th of February. That issue has not been resolved. Also, loose footwork, and this will be the last one. Loose footwork is one of the most beautiful things on the game, but it's also one of the most broken things on the game right now. I honestly think a lot of people go loose footwork all fight, and they're not really punished for being in loose footwork. They'll go Sugar Ray Robinson, Tyson Fury, Ali. They'll go loose footwork the whole fight, be annoying as hell from the outside. And I respect outside boxing, but also it's very hard to get on the inside versus fighters like that because they're so fast. It's very hard to cut them off in the ring. It feels like once you cut them off, they just circle and they just sliding right up out of there. So it's very hard for for fighters like Ricky Hatton. Even Canelo Alvarez has problems, especially if he goes against a Sugar Ray Leonard. So cutting off the ring doesn't seem to work, and then them not being punished for being in loose footwork more is a problem. Like if you're in loose footwork, and it was said that loose footwork fighters take more damage, but it doesn't feel like that. Hard to hit them, and they do more damage apparently. But yeah, loose footwork in my opinion has to. Honestly, I think it should be slowed down, and they should take more damage. I don't think they should be that fast. You should be a little bit faster to a point where you're, it's noticeable. But right now, they're like lightning quick. And the only way to keep up with someone in loose footwork is most of the time you got to go loose footwork with them, right? So, again, that's just another issue in my opinion I feel the game has. And those are it, basically. So, hopefully Steel City Interactive watches this. And if they do, again, I've been loving the game. But the game at this current state has been a lot of cancer as well as fun. Especially with me being someone that streams more so at night. So I play the game at night in the US. So around 9, 10, 11, you know what I'm saying? Those are the times where in the UK it's early in the morning. So I feel like I play a lot of people overseas. So it's just one bars on one bars, and it's just terrible. It's a terrible experience online. All right. And I don't even have to add in the fact that hackers and people are glitching out and getting wins. And I'm happy about the leaderboards. Let's not even get into that, all right? But hopefully these leaderboards get reset. Honestly, I really hope they get reset because a lot of people on the leaderboards are not really that good. They're just spammers, all right? But with that being said, man, your boy is actually going to do something productive in this video, all right? We're going to do some push-ups because it's early. Well, it ain't that early. I'll probably upload this after my stream. But you ain't done no push-ups today. You probably done no push-ups this week. So what we gonna do is a couple push-ups, all right? Still City Interactive, y'all. Yeah, you can. Yep, you can come over here and do some push-ups too. Come on, hey, we gonna bust us out a quick 20. All right, you can go at your speed or you can go with me. All right, here we go. You ain't doing nothing. You've been watching this video. If you made it this far into this video, you've been watching, so you can bust out these push-ups with me. All right, here we go. Just a quick 20. It ain't gotta be long. It ain't gotta be short. I just need 20 of them things, all right? They ain't gotta be the perfect push-up, but me, I've been doing calisthenics, so my push-ups gotta be A1, no steak sauce, all right? So here we go. We're gonna pump these out together, all right? If you wanna do the perfect push-ups, you want your hands to be here. Boom, boom. You wanna go all the way down. Bend your elbows. So, 1, back up. If you want to, you can even do this at the top. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A quick 20 push-ups, man. You ain't done none today. You ain't even done none this week. So go on and get you something in. And you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out.